Why do all friend groups have that one friend that gets bullied by everyone? Like, this poor friend is literally a victim. And I don't think anyone necessarily knows how it happened. It's just everyone kind of mutually agreed one day, yep, this is the friend we're gonna pick on forever. Can we tag this friend in the comment section below? Hi friend, that gets bullied a lot for no reason. Your friend group wanted you to know that you're gonna get through this.
Using text slang in person should be illegal. I told my friend a joke and he said, I'm dead. Yeah, maybe on the inside, brother. Or like if you say lamau, forget touching grass at that point, dude. You need to get elbow deep in the soil. You need to actually be like PETA in the Hunger Games. Bro, be one with nature. Paint yourself like a rock if you want to come.
Did you guys ever experience a deja vu? Like, for example, in my case, I was with my mom in a grocery store and suddenly my foot slipped and I was holding the packet of chips and it went flying and it spilled all over the floor and I was just amazed what just happened and everyone was just laughing at me and I was like, wait, hold on. This happened before. Actually, this happened in my dream. And I was like, oh my god, what a hilarious twist. Okay, so I have this weird habit of breaking into random dance moves, like when no one's watching, you know? Like I'll be waiting for the microwave to finish and suddenly I'm doing the moonwalk in my kitchen. It's, you know, my little way of adding some fun to daily tasks. Anybody else secretly a kitchen dancer?
Do y'all have a food that like doesn't taste the way it should, like at all? Like it just looks way better than it tastes? For me, it's honey. I don't know what it is. Honey looks scrumptious, like appetizing, like it looks delectable. But every time I eat it, I'm like, this don't taste right. Like every single time. I don't know.
I'm just letting you know, if you're in a friend group that has a group chat, there's always a second group chat. The second group chat only consists of the core members of the group. And this is the chat where they make plans with the people that they want to hang out with. And they talk behind everyone's back who's not in that chat. And if you don't believe me because you're not in the second group chat, well, then I hate to break it to you, but it's time to find some new friends. Do the math.
Some jokes will never get old. Like when your friend texts you, are you here? And you don't respond until after you guys hang out. No. Hilarious. I think I'm a comedic genius every time that happens. Sometimes I think about the first person who told those jokes. Like the first your mom joke was probably devastating. They definitely killed that man. Can you imagine? Thy mother, off with his head.
Does anyone else have that friend who sends voice notes on the daily? I'm not just talking about cute little sweet little voice notes that are about 10 seconds long. No, that would be acceptable. What I'm talking about are the friends who will send a full podcast or their entire life story on a voice note and expect you to listen and respond. Like I will get a voice note from this friend and I'll immediately start blocking off time on my calendar to listen to it. Just to hear this person take 5 to 10 minutes to explain a situation that I could have explained in 25 seconds? No, this behavior needs to stop immediately. Tag your friend that needs to hear this. Hi, friend. We still love you though.
Okay, so I have this habit of sneaking to the kitchen for a midnight snack, like trying to be as quiet as possible, but somehow I always end up making the loudest noise ever, like, you know, changing pots, dropping utensils. It's like my kitchen turns into an obstacle course at night. Who else is midnight snack ninja?
Does anyone else have a friend that's so dumb that they're smart? Because I can never see it coming, but the best part is neither can they. Like I asked my friend if he could swim across a lake. He said no, but he would just sink to the bottom and run. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But he might be onto something.
Has anyone else just pissed in the morning, like for no reason? Like you're just mad when you wake up? Literally no reason. But if somebody talks to me like the first 25 minutes I'm awake.
Good morning, sweetie. I made your favorite breakfast and I hope you slept super well. It's time to get up.
Did you just say to me?
Okay, so does anyone else do this thing where you check your phone? Like forget why you picked it up, put it down, and then remember why you picked it up in the first place. And then you have to pick it up again. Like I feel like I'm stuck in a loop sometimes. Oh my god. Tell me I'm not the only one, please. Okay, so confession time. Like, I have this weird habit of forgetting where I put my coffee cup. Like, I'll make a cup of coffee, take a few sips, and put it down somewhere, and then completely forget where it is. An hour later, I'll find it in the most random places, like on the top of my cupboard or top of the fridge, Like, anyone else have this problem, or is it just me? So, do you guys know that feeling when you're like chilling, having fun, enjoying the time with your friends, and then you suddenly remember what have you done in your exams? Like, in that moment, all that happiness disappears. I will be like, and suddenly I will be like, oh my god, no, what I've done in my life. So did it ever happen to you guys? So I literally don't understand that kind of people like who talk trash behind each other's backs. Like, they will be normal in front of each other. They will be like, oh hi. They will be like literally definition of best friends, and I will be like, oh my god, what is this world? I don't want to be in this world. Okay, so when you hang out with that one friend so much that you start getting into random arguments, like a married couple, it's true friendship. Like, we will be like, bro, why you do that on random things. It's like we've upgraded from friendship to the sitcom script real quick. Yes, what about you guys? So does it ever happen to you guys that like you accidentally play your weird playlist around your friend, like expecting them to clown you, but they start vibing instant? Like, it's always a nice surprise, like when your awkward tunes turn out to be hit. Okay, so during the English class, I was like trying to ask the teacher for help with my essay. So without thinking, I called out, Mom, can you help me? Like, I have to say ma'am, but I said mom. The entire class erupted in laughter and I turned bright red and the teacher just smiled awkwardly. So does it also happen to you guys?
Y'all know when they say like the joke, what's it called? How does it go? It's like, why the chicken crossed the road? And you're like, oh, to get to the other side, to get to the other side. It's not the other side of the road. The chicken died. The other side is the other side, like.
When you can sit on FaceTime with a friend and not talk to one another, that's when you know you've reached best friend status. For example, you're sitting on FaceTime and you guys are both doing your own thing on your phone in silence, and it's not weird. Congratulations, you and that person are now best friends.
Something that gets me really mad, and like it's a pet peeve of mine, are people who are like, they'll say some dumb shit like, oh, did you know dolphins will like dance together when they're really happy? And you're like, really? And they're like, no, why are you so gullible? Like, do you always believe everything everyone tells you? Like, let this be a lesson. Like, no, like, I think you should be in prison, actually. Not jail, prison. Like, don't act like you did me a favor. You just told me something and I believed you. Because, like, why would I have to doubt you like that?
Okay, so when I go to bed early, I thinking that today I will go to sleep early, However, all I did was watch Instagram reels for 5 hours straight. Like, still went to sleep at 3 a.m. the time I go to sleep normally. So, like, why I'm giving myself these illusions, I don't understand myself.